Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Depends on the part of the world where you're watching this from. My name is Hussein Anifooshe. Welcome to today's live stream session titled To Succeed in 2017. I will recommend you grab pen and paper so you can jot down some of the very important points you are about to hear. And remember to follow us on Facebook, Chronos Studios, as well as on Instagram and YouTube. Tag your friends who need to see this video. Tag the friends who need to join this live stream right now. This might be one of the best gifts you're giving your friends this year. It's going to be a 30-minute session. And we're going to talk about 5 quick points to start 2017 strong. Leave comments in the sections below. Leave questions at the end of the session. You'll be allowed to ask questions in the comments below. If your questions are quite private and personal, you can reach out to us on our inbox and we'll respond to you as soon as possible. Like I said, once again, you're free to tag your friends who need to join this live stream. Once again, my name is Hussein Anifooshe, and I'll be your host tonight. Okay, I'm going to start with the first point. 2016 was a very challenging year for many of us, and for some of us it was like 3 years in one. A lot of things happened, so many good, so many not so good. And I got a couple of people walking up to me and asking, it's been a very tough year for me. How can I make it better next year? How can I make it better in 2017? So myself and my team have come together to work on a couple of slides to present to you. And you need to jot down these points. When you hear anything that strikes you and you think that relates to you, please write it down. First thing you should do, I believe, is you have to invest in your mind. Invest in your mind. There's an African proverb that says, if there is no enemy outside, or if there is no enemy within you, then the enemy outside cannot harm you. Okay? First, you have to tame your mind, or else your mind is going to be your number one enemy. You have to tame your mind. You have to master yourself. There are quite a couple of people who know a lot of other things more than they know themselves. A couple of guys out there, you're young, you're fly, you're handsome, you got swag, you love football. Good news is Mikel Obi just signed a new Chelsea deal. Some of you know the details of those deals. You know how much Mikel is earning per week, how much Mourinho is earning, how much Messi bought his new house. Some of you ladies know how much Kim Kardashian, bought a new makeup kit. I'm not saying there's something wrong in being passionate about other things, but you must know yourself more than you know all these other things. Okay, you have to be willing to study. You must be willing to read books. If you're a student, make sure you're studying your books and you're studying very hard. If you have issues with your finances, you have to make sure you study financial books and have financial knowledge. If you are in charge of a team, make sure you are reading leadership books so you can better manage your team. You just have to study. You have to spend that time to understand yourself. That way you will start establishing your dream. You start establishing what you want to do. Okay? There's a saying that says the poorest man is not the man without a penny. The poorest man is that man who does not have a dream. Okay? You need to know what you want. And when you study yourself, when you invest in yourself, you are going to know what you want. Okay, many of you know the story of Aladdin and the magic lamp. When the genie appeared to Aladdin, he asked him what he wanted. Aladdin knew exactly what he wanted. Okay? So he didn't stutter, he didn't stammer. These genies are like opportunities. These opportunities will come in your life, but you have to be ready for them. Okay, when you've been looking for a job and that person eventually says, send me your CV, will you stammer? Will you stutter? When they say, send me a sample of this product you've been telling me about, are you going to have that product ready? Okay, when you invest in your mind, you're going to be ready for that opportunity. And whatever is that thing that you desire wholeheartedly, with singleness of purpose, you will have it. But the first thing and the most important thing is you must know what that thing is and be very sure of it. For those just joining the live stream, welcome on board. You can tag your friends to see this video, to join the live stream. You can put comments in the comment sections below, and at the end of the session you're going to be allowed to ask questions and we can answer your questions. If we cannot answer your questions right away, we'll answer those questions at the end of the live stream. Okay, that's the first point. So I'm going to move on to the next point, which is you've got to eliminate procrastination. Okay, I say it again. You've got to eliminate procrastination. Whatever you've set out on your mind that you want to become, you have to start doing things. You have to stop saying, oh yeah, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Nobody guarantees you about tomorrow. Okay, I mean, the me of the past, I was a big person for procrastination. If there was a village called procrastination, I could easily be the king because I could procrastinate for a living. But my life started getting better when I started doing things with a sense of urgency, with a sense of I have to do it now, with a sense of as soon as possible. So you have to eliminate procrastination. I'll tell you the story of a woman. She was on a farm, a young woman. She was on a farm, and a genie appeared to her. Okay, the genie appeared to her and said, hey woman, I'm going to give you everything you want in your life if you can do just one thing for me. The woman says, oh yeah, what should I do for you? And he said, go into that farm and bring me the biggest maize cob you can find. The biggest and most beautiful maize cob you can find. Bring it to me. When you go through that field, you have to go only one time. You're not going to turn left or right. You're going to go just straight. So the woman was happy. She said, easy. I'm just going to get everything I want in my life from this genie today. So she goes into the farm and starts walking through the farm. Remember, she's not allowed to turn back or turn left or right. Just one shot. Just go straight. So she saw a couple of beautiful cobs. She saw a couple of beautiful maize cobs. And she was hesitant. She said, no, this one is not so beautiful. This one is not so big. I'm just going to see another one again. So I'm not going to pick this one now. I'm going to see another one, right in front of me very soon. So she kept going through the farm. She did not pick any of the maize cobs. She kept hoping she could get a bigger one. And as she went through the field, the maize cobs got smaller. And she was just never satisfied with anyone. And at the end of the day, she got to the end of the field, of the maize field, without a single maize cob in her hands. So she didn't pick anything. Many of you are like that. You keep hoping that that opportunity is going to come next tomorrow. No, the opportunity is right now. The opportunity is today. You have to start doing what you need to do, not what you should do, what you must do. You start turning your should do to must do. Okay, I'll ask you, why are you afraid of taking that single step you've wanted to take? You wanted to start a business. Why have you been so afraid to do that? Don't be afraid to study. Stop being afraid to take an exam. Stop being afraid to go for job interviews. For you who have relationship problems, stop being afraid to talk to your partners, to be responsible for what goes on in your homes, in your affairs. Okay, for those of you who want to start a business, you have to start now. The time to start is now. You don't have to wait until you get $1 million. Okay, and you must not wait until the messenger of recession visits you. Okay, I tell you what, last time I saw the messenger of recession, when he came to town, he had a big bag. He was willing to stay for a long time. So don't let him sit in your house because it's so hard to drive him away. Okay, when you wake up every morning, know what you want. You've got to know what you want. That thing you want on that day, you have to know what you want. You have to stop waking up like an accident. I'm saying it again for you to catch it. You have to stop waking up in the morning like it's an accident. You must know what you want every day. Okay? Now, when you know what you want, and you've eliminated procrastination, now you have to do. So you have to take the steps, and you have to plant your seed. Okay? I tell you, since I was born, I have never seen a lion. Many of you watch National Geographic. I've never seen a lion gently walk up to an antelope and hope that the antelope simply falls over and say, okay, brother lion, you can eat me now. No. You have to chase. You have to commit. You have to dive. You have to jump. You have to start by immersing yourself in your hustle. Okay? Nobody's going to come to you and say, hey, you know what? Here's your dream manifested. It's complete. It's ripe. Now you can enjoy it. Nobody's going to say it. Nobody's going to come to you and say, here's your dream. You have to get dirty. You have to till the ground. Make those heaps and ridges and plant your seeds. You cannot afford to procrastinate. You have to plant your seed right away. Some of you might be afraid. Okay, what if I plant my seeds and the rodents come and the weeds come, try to take over? Yes, those things are going to come. That's part of life. Okay, that's part of life. Those hindrances are part of life. But you must not let the thinking that if you start, those things are going to happen. You must not let that drown your idea. You must not let that drown your dream. Okay, when those voices start saying to you that, oh no, you can't do this now, you know, why not just start next year, next 10 years? When those voices start coming to you, you have to do me a favor. You have to tell those voices to shut up. You have to take that step and plant those seeds. Okay, some of you say, oh, I don't feel like waking up in the morning. Guess what? Who does? Nobody really feels like waking up. But the thing is, you have to wake up. If you want success, you have to stop sleeping. You have to get up, brush your teeth, take that shower, get dressed, jump out and start talking to strangers. Okay, start talking to investors, start talking to people who can help you reach where you want to reach. You want a job, you want a new job, you have to start talking to people who can help you get the job you want. Okay, if you're just joining the live stream, welcome on board. I said earlier on, please tag your friends to join. I appreciate you supporting this and watching us live. Tag your friends to join the session. This might be one of the biggest gifts you're giving them in 2017. I've taken 3 steps and now I'm going to the 4th step, and that's you have to believe. Okay, when you start that hustle, when you take that step, I'm telling you, it's going to be hard. You have to believe in yourself. Confucius said, he who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually correct. The man that says he can do something and the other man that says he cannot do something, they're both usually correct. The difference is one says he can, one says he cannot. So which one are you? You must always be that person who says he can. Okay? When you understand it's going to be hard, you must have faith. That faith must supersede the fear. Okay? Hope is a beggar. Don't just hope it's going to be all right. You must have faith. The faith to conquer every obstacle that is going to come out. Okay? Like I said, there are going to be rodents trying to eat your little seed. When you're building something, people will fight you. If people are not fighting you, then you're not building anything. Okay? When you start building something, people will fight you. Okay, weeds are gonna come. They're gonna try to take over your plant. They're gonna try to overshadow your plant and stop it from growing. Pests are gonna come. You know, you just have to have faith and keep working hard and make sure you succeed. Okay, nobody wakes up and says, "Oh, I want to have a bad day today," but those days will come, and your faith must keep you going. Okay, I'll tell you a little story about fishes. In Japan, the Japanese like fresh fishes. So when they set out on their boats to go catch fishes, because on their shores there are no good fishes, so they have to take their boats very far away. When they go get the fishes, by the time they bring the fishes back to town, the customers are not happy because the fishes are no longer fresh. So they developed an idea. They started putting refrigerators on their boats. So when they come back, those fishes are frozen, but the customers are still not really happy because they can differentiate from the fresh fish to the frozen fish. So they came up with another idea and said, okay, we're going to keep these fishes alive and put them in a tank. So they started putting these fishes in a tank on their boats. And whenever they got back to town, the fishes were dull, tired, and the customers didn't still like the taste. So there was an impending crisis, and they decided to try out one more idea. They decided to put a shark in the tank. They decided to put a little shark in the tank. So when those fishes see the shark, they keep swimming. They keep moving. Because if they don't move, the shark is going to take a bite, you know. So these fishes keep moving. Challenges in your life are like sharks in your tank. They are there to keep you moving. So when you encounter one, you must believe that your dream is possible. You must continue to do what you're doing. You must never ever give up. Because quitters never win, and winners don't just quit. Okay? Who can guarantee that you cannot achieve that dream you've set out to achieve? Nobody. Nobody can tell you can achieve that dream. So go ahead and chase it. And start believing it's possible to achieve it. That's the fourth point. To the fifth point, you have to do the work. Okay? When you plant that seed and you start believing, you see, I'm not part of those people who plant seeds and you go to the seed and start chanting, grow, 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 seed, grow, seed, grow. I'm not part of those people that do that, because the seed is not going to grow. Okay? You have to wet the seed. You have to cut the weeds. You have to prevent those rodents, those pests. You have to prevent them from eating your budding plants. Okay? There are going to be people who are going to try to knock you out of competition. People are going to try to kill your business. They're going to try to dupe you, swindle you. People are going to owe you money, but you have to keep working. You have to keep working. You can just not give up. Okay? When you plant that seed, you have to start talking to people who are going to buy the fruits and the products that are going to come out of the big tree you're going to have. You have to start doing the work. Wake up every morning and go out there and work hard. When you go to bed at night, make sure you collapse in a heap of exhaustion. Okay, I hear people say, oh, I can't sleep. I've got insomnia. I can't sleep. It's because you're not tired. You've got to be tired before you go to bed. You've got to work so hard. And when you go to bed at night, you have to be exhausted. Okay, take no days off. Okay, stop wasting time checking your social media accounts to check how many people have liked your selfie, the selfie you took today. You're trying to check how many people have liked it. That's a waste of time. Okay, you only got 86,400 seconds in one day. Okay, you can't afford to waste 1 second. You cannot afford to waste 1 second. You have only so many days, weeks, years, and you can't afford to spend any one of them. You know, you can't afford to waste any one of them. You can't afford to complain, whine, oh, it's hard, oh, there's traffic, oh, I can't do this, I can't get this done. You can't afford to complain, because the moment you're complaining, there are other people that are grinding. Okay, use your time and energy to grind in order to reach that next level. Because when you get to that next level, I tell you, there is a devil waiting for you. For every level, there's another devil. So you must keep working hard. Many of you want to be great. Okay, greatness is not when you stand in front of a big crowd, you know, and everybody is clapping for you. That's not greatness. Greatness is a lot of small things done very well. Okay, day after day, work after work, discipline after discipline, obedience after obedience. Okay, you have to keep working hard. You must never ever give up. You have to keep doing the work. There is no shortcut to success. You've only got 24 hours in a day. No matter how much shortcut you take, you've only got 24. You're not going to get 32, just 24. So you have to do the right thing. Stop trying to get rich quickly. Stop trying Ponzi schemes that tell you to double your money. It's not going to happen. Stop trying to take shortcuts. The times you spend trying to take shortcuts, you could as well spend it on the right path, grinding. Okay? Once again, if you're just joining this live stream, welcome on board. We just went over the 5 points you need to take with you this year to start 2017 strong. I'm going to go over the points again. And the first one is you have to invest in your mind. You have to study. You have to read. You have to understand yourself, your strengths and your limitations. You have to understand how the business works. You have to understand how the market works. There are going to be good days and bad days. You have to understand how to manage people before you start. The second one is eliminating procrastination. You have to have a sense of urgency. You have to start doing stuff as quickly as possible. You have to start doing stuff as soon as possible. Don't wait until the messenger of recession visits you before you start what you have to start. Okay? Life is real. 2017 is real. Matters of life are serious. Matters of success are serious. You have to be serious. You have to take that step, plant your seeds. Okay? Plant your seeds, because nobody's going to manifest. You have to do something. Okay? And when you plant that seed, there are going to be difficult days. You must believe it is possible. No matter what life throws at you, you must believe your dream is achievable. You must keep grinding, never give up. Never ever give up. Because if you give up, nobody's going to know. Nobody's going to know that story. Nobody's going to know the hustle. Okay? You must never ever give up. Okay? Last point, the fifth point, is you have to do the work. Okay? When you start, you must never give up. You have to do the work. There is no shortcut to success. Don't attempt to take shortcuts, because shortcuts take your time. You have to do the right thing at the right time. Focus on the grind. Focus on the grind. Okay? If you're just joining the live stream, please note that you can ask questions. You can post comments in the comment section below. I'm going to take answers to questions. If you can't hear a full sentence, maybe there's some network issues, but right here the network is excellent. But if you can't hear the conversation straightforward, please know that this conversation is recorded on Facebook, and you can play it over again and ask your questions, and when we visit the video, we'll respond to your questions. Okay? Thank you for coming in, Tomiwa Adejimo from Port Harcourt. Greg Inheye, thank you for showing up. Kehinde Osho, thank you so much for joining us today. Ugoji Ivy Chike, thank you for showing up. Remember, once again, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, as well as on YouTube, Chronos Studios. If you have personal questions you want to ask us, please go ahead and send us personal messages on our inbox. We'll make sure we answer you as soon as possible. Trust us, we're not going to procrastinate as well. Take these 5 points with you and start 2017. I'm going to go through these comment sections now and see if I can answer some of the questions. I'm not seeing any questions showing up. I'm just seeing comments. So I'm just going to wait for about a minute or two. Okay, since I'm not getting any questions from anyone, I would like to start by saying thank you so much for joining in. Remember the 5 points. Remember the 5 points. Remember the 5 points. Invest in your mind. Start studying. Eliminate procrastination. Start doing stuff. Okay, stop postponing stuff, because nobody guarantees you're gonna wake up tomorrow. Nobody guarantees you of next week. Nobody guarantees you of next year. Start now. Take the steps and plant that seed. Plant that seed and nurture it. Plant it, watch over it, protect it like your life depends on it. Believe it's possible for your little seed to become a big tree. Believe it's possible. It's going to be difficult, but you have to believe. There is no giving up. There is no going back. 2017 is real. Matters of life is serious. Matters of success is serious. You have to do the work. Okay? Don't take shortcuts. Grind. Every day you wake up, tell yourself, this is what I'm going to do today. And when you go back to bed at night, make sure you're going to sleep after you've been exhausted. Sleep is a reward for those who have worked. Okay, if you've not worked, you don't deserve to sleep. Okay, once again, thank you for joining us. My name is Hussein. Feel free to share this video on your walls, share it to your friends, tag your friends who need to see this. This might be one of the best gifts you're giving them this year. Thank you so much once again. I'm going to round up now, and we're gonna like your feedbacks. Okay, please go ahead and give us the feedback. If you got a good experience of the session, please let us know. If there is anything we need to improve, please let us know, and we hope to have a better session the next time. You also get an invite. Thank you so much, and you have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful 2017. And I tell you, I'll round up with this. You have to stop talking.